Hey, what's going down, guys? It's Devlin here, and I'm bringing you a good old-fashioned team deathmatch on Underpass. And first thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the class that I have set up and that I'm using for this match, and the way you're going to want to utilize that class, and what you're going to want to do with it, and how to use it really effectively. And you never know, if you try it and use these tactics, you might see some better scores, maybe better kill death. You might be winning some more games. You never know. It's worth a try anyway. So what I've got here is the silenced ACR. For my backups, I've got two dual USPs. My perks are Sleight of Hand Pro, Cold Blooded Pro, I think, should be Pro, and Ninja Pro. So what I'm going to want to do right off the bat, and as you can see I'm doing here, is I want to separate myself from my team. First things first, because when you've got a really stealthy loadout like this, you don't want to be hanging around your team very often, which kind of goes, it's contrary to what most people say. Most people say use teamwork and stick together, there's power in numbers, but in this case specifically, that's not what you want to do. The reason being is that you've got all these stealthy perks, and if the person or people nearby don't have those perks as well, then you're just kind of using perks for no reason. You could be using other stuff and utilizing different things that would work a lot better. For instance, if the other team pops up a UAV and you're running around with some guy that doesn't have cold-blooded on, then they're going to see him on the map, and he's right next to you, so they might as well be seeing you on the map as well. You know what I mean? They're not going to know your exact position, but when the other team rushes that area because they know there's bad guys there, you're going to be getting hit as well as this person. Same thing goes for Ninja as well. If you're running around with somebody who's not using Ninja, then when you run up behind somebody with your teammate, they're going to hear his footsteps and spin around and just sort of, pop a couple caps in your ass. So that's no good. So what I try and do here is stay pretty much by myself, be a rogue agent, and just try and pick guys off because I'm assuming they don't know I'm there, which is, the best way to go about it, I think. You can't kill what you can't see. Somebody important said that. I don't remember who, though. Yeah. All right. So, the tactics, ninja tactics. If you utilize ninja tactics, you can end up getting really, really good scores. And what I want to say right off the bat, though, is stealthy doesn't necessarily have to mean campy. I mean, you can be a stealthy player and a sneaky player, but you don't have to camp to do so, right? Obviously, the most stealthy thing to do is hide in a little dark corner and shoot people as they walk by, but that's not fun. I mean, that's boring. People don't like you. People don't respect your gameplay. So, I mean, be stealthy, but do stealthy the right way. As you'll see at the end of this match, I get a pretty good score with a lot of kills, but I'm being stealthy at the same time. So you can be stealthy and aggressive, and that's what I think is the best combination. You got to keep the enemy guessing, keep them on their toes so they don't know right where you are, and just just fuck with their heads a little bit. Make them think. That's what I like to do. So what I like to do the most is just skirt around the outside of the map, checking my corners as I go, and what you want to do is you want to use the UAV and use your teammates' positions on your mini-map to determine and make an educated guess where your opponents are. That's probably the best way to go about doing things. For instance, on a team deathmatch, if you look on that mini-map, well, those little green arrows are obviously your teammates. I'm sure you guys know that by now. But generally, if they're all on one side of the map, common sense dictates that the game is going to spawn the enemy on the opposite end of the map, right? And you can usually safely assume that where your team is, the other team isn't. So as you can see here, I'm skirting around the side. I'm going to try and go and flank the enemy team, come up from behind, and surprise them. And that's the sort of route I want to take this entire game, and you'll see me doing that as well. So yeah, what I want to talk about also a little bit, I'll take a quick break from that, is this delay I've had posting another Call of Duty video. As you can see, I had a Borderlands video up before that, and that's actually what killed me, that Borderlands video. For any of you who have ever played Borderlands, maybe some of you picked it up on my recommendation, perhaps. Oh, I'm going to break one more time, too. See that window I just jumped through? I don't think a lot of people know about that window. I've been using it forever, and it just seems like you can jump in there and blindside an entire enemy team, because there's always people in that room up there. So I just wanted to point that out, too. If you think about it and you know the enemies are in there, jump through that window because they're always watching the doors. They're never watching that window. So that's something you might want to try. So anyway, back to Borderlands. Borderlands made me suck at this game. I'm just going to straight up say that. I came back to this game after I did that Borderlands overview that I posted, and I've been playing matches, and I've just been going insanely negative. And this is like the one match that has broke that negative streak. And I'm feeling a lot better about Call of Duty after this match. It kind of put me back in good spirits because I was just getting frustrated. The sensitivity in Borderlands is much, much lower. Even on the highest setting, it's much, much lower than Call of Duty. Your general tactics, the way you move around is different. I mean, I came back to this game and I was jumping around like an idiot. Wow, I sure did blow that Predator missile really bad. But yeah, I came back, I was jumping around like an idiot, I couldn't aim, I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and I was just running into walls and just overshooting things when I was trying to aim at them. It was terrible. So I'm just starting to get back into the flow of this game again, and hopefully I can keep it that way because this is getting frustrating. So yeah, the switch between games can be pretty devastating. Unless you give yourself a lot of time to adjust and readapt. It can be pretty bad because I jumped into Call of Duty again from Borderlands thinking I'm going to make a video my first day. Like I was ready to rock some badass scores and show you guys some cool content, and it just didn't happen, which was pretty upsetting, I must say. So anyway, I'm back into the flow now, so you should see more videos coming from me. And I'm assuming you guys like the videos if you're here watching them, or maybe you're new to my videos, in which case, if you like what you see so far, maybe check out my channel, see what I'm about, and yeah. So I missed that jump there. I went to hit the sprint button and it just didn't work for me. I'm looking for a new weapon. I only had one bullet, and I just happened upon these two guys. I think they're hiding from my Harrier, which, I don't know, seems a little silly to hide in this little thing here. So take those guys out, pick up the Scar, and at this point in the game, I know their entire team is back here amidst these buildings, and I just every time I come back here, I just flank. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm seeing where my teammates are going in, and I'm just taking a different route because I know they're going to be watching the route that's getting heavily bombarded. See, there's that window again. Jump in, kill those two guys. Get killed by a camper, unfortunately, but you know, that happens. And one thing you gotta watch, if your whole team is in an area and the other team knows it, you gotta watch these frags. You'll see coming up here. I just get my Semtex. I know those corners probably have guys in them. Chuck one in there, and kablamo. Nice kill there. You gotta keep moving, guys. You can't just sit in one spot. It's very ineffective. I say as I stop to throw a stun grenade in there and get mowed down. But you know what I mean. Don't just post up in a building and watch doors. It's so ineffective. It's so ineffective. You can play so much more aggressively, have so much more fun, and post better scores. So I don't know. I'm really against camping. Again, I know they're in here. Semtex into a corner, another kill. I don't know why people do it. I don't know why they die, they spawn, they run back in there and hide again. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And here I come up against the dreaded AA-12, arguably the most devastating gun you can encounter up close. Just absolutely brutal. Yeah, as you can see, my aim is still not 100%. I'm still a little jerky playing this game, but I hope to be back to 100% soon enough. So yeah, Ninja Tactics, guys. Give it a try if you haven't already. I'm sure most of you have. I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not a new concept. You know, I'm not saying I came up with the whole idea, but give it a try because as long as you keep the enemies guessing where you are, you know, you're bound to have some success. And if you can separate, if you have a predictable team, like I'm going to give some credit to my team, not saying they were playing particularly well, but the way they kept, you can see right here, actually, if you watch the minimap at this part, my whole team is rushing that one area up those stairs and just getting mowed down. They're just death after death. So I come along here, I know they're facing that way, facing my team, so come from behind, 1 kill, easy, 2 kills, easy. Oh, there's a third guy. Another easy kill. And you got the silence weapon, so they're not going to turn around and mow you down after you kill their teammate. Yeah, in my opinion, the stealthiness is one of the best approaches you can take to this game. So give it a try if you haven't, and you know, see if it works for you. It might not. You might be a run around with a shotgun and make lots of noise kind of guy, perhaps. But just give it a shot. That's all I'm saying. I think I ended here 41-6. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks.